We're recording now. Okay, so we're opening this meeting, the Fairfield Housing Authority at 6:07. There is no public participation that I can see. So we'll move on to the minutes of January 12th. Does anybody have any comments or any changes that they'd like to make?
Not here.
And if not, I'll accept a motion to approve as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the next thing then will be Carol has a report for us. Some of you may have already read it, but let's move this on to Carol now.
Sure. So some good news. The trefoil refi, the HUD application will go in by the end of this week. And interest rates have dropped. John, this will probably make you smile because I know you asked me about the interest rates
I did.
last month, and it's only getting better, not worse.
Yep. Good.
So, it really, we're obviously, I know HUD's backed up. That we do know. HUD multifamily, because, refis are just coming in because of the interest rates being so low. But we're going to get in line. Hopefully, HUD will probably take, I'm guessing, 90 days to review it. But the good news is, once we get our commitment letter, we'll be able, obviously we'll lock in the interest rate, and we'll get to a closing table very quickly for sure. And then the only other thing that I included in my report that I thought would be of just good knowledge is the Greenfield Commons Inc. board did pass a consenting resolution to appoint the directors of the FHC to be elected and appointed to the Green Commons Inc. board. And that was attached, and my colleague Renee Dovas, who's been managing and operating this property, was able to round up the signatures. So I'm grateful for her work. So hopefully tonight, once we obviously conclude this meeting, we can hopefully have the FHC directors, consider the resolution and accepting the appointment. And so other than that, we're living the dream with the snow plowing and trying to make sure no one slips, trips, or falls. And that's yours truly included. We're all trying to make sure we stay vertical until we elect to go horizontal.
Right.
And on that note, I think I will pass it off to our resident services coordinator extraordinaire, Peggy.
Peggy, you're on.
I'm here. Thank you,
Yep.
everyone. What I spent a lot of sleepless nights worrying about was how to get everyone signed up for their vaccine for all the residents who were interested. But I'm very happy to report that United Way now has a phone number where all the residents can call for those who don't have computers. Because as you know, even though it's simple, if you know how to use a computer, you send an email, you have to wait for an email back. Carol Landsman knows signing up her group. We now have a number that's 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. where the residents can call and they could get them a vaccine appointment just through the phone call. So I'll certainly be passing along that information, and I put that in my report in case you know anyone who needs it. It seems like a much simpler way for the residents, to make an appointment. Even though the Bigelow Center transportation is not driving people yet, they do have the GPTA dial-a-ride that will take people to their vaccination appointments if needed.
Is the number on your report, Peggy?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I read your report, but I did it quickly.
Yes,
Thank
yes, it is there. And that's the number in there, open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And if the phone is busy, you can leave a note, you can leave a message and they'll call you back.
Okay, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Who pick the time that you can get an appointment, or do you have to take what they give you?
No, you can talk to them. They'll work with you to find a location and a time that works for you. They'll give you, these are the options we have. This is what we have available. And you'll be able to choose your time and your location.
Oh, great. Oh, good.
You cannot necessarily, excuse me, you cannot necessarily choose your vaccine.
Right,
Oh, oh,
correct.
It's whichever one they have at the time, because I did get my first shot
Good.
with the help of a
good.
neighbor who did the computer stuff.
Right. Well, that
Yeah.
was the problem, Rita, that if you didn't have, you were, computer savvy or had access, you were kind of on the leaning on neighbors and family. But now with
Exactly.
this number, you can call up
Perfect.
and get that, arranged yourself. And I am going to be telling everyone, if you can, make your second appointment at the same
Yes.
time.
They
So-
did. Yeah.
Good, good. So everyone has that. So that's was good news, and that will be our focus, at least making sure everyone has that information about how and you can sign up for the vaccine.
That's
Has
great,
anybody
Peggy.
here gotten one?
Excuse me?
Yeah. Has anybody here
Yeah, I
gotten?
Yeah,
had,
some
I
people-
had my second dose
Yeah.
already.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
wow.
Hey,
Yeah,
I get my
John
second
has-
one tomorrow.
Mm.
What
Which,
is
Yay.
it,
which,
Jack?
which one did you have, the Pfizer or the Moderna?
I had the Moderna.
The Moderna, yeah, so did I.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You can expect a heavier impact after the
Yes,
second
I
dose.
didn't want to say that, but yeah. But
Did
it's-
you really, Carol?
Yeah, all I will tell you is 48 hours of misery is well worth the preventative
Correct.
effect for COVID. So
Is
I
that
was
what you
okay with
experienced,
it.
Carol? Did you experience a tough 48 hours?
I did. I did.
Specifically
I
on
don't
on your second one?
On the second one, I had no effect of the first one at all.
How severe was
I
your?
heard that.
Well, I had severe chills, like my body was shaking, essentially.
Mine does that anyway, but.
Yeah. And so, but again, I knew that I wasn't sick, that it was just, a reaction to the vaccine and it's your immune system working. And I knew that it would be over quickly, and it was.
Mhm.
So it was good, but it's good to be prepared. And you should not take any medication prior. Some people were trying to take some meds prior to reduce the reaction, but that's not good for the immune response. You can take it afterwards, but not before.
Right,
What about your regular medication, Carol?
Oh, no, regular medication is not a
Okay.
problem. I'm talking about
Oh, yeah.
like taking Advil or Tylenol
Oh,
or something.
okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions for Peggy or Carol? If not, that was all that was on our agenda, so I will have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
I.
aye.
All right, well, everyone stay safe and well, and the snow will be over soon, and we'll see you in March.